might seem crazy what I'm about to say.
Hey friends, how you doing? Danny Morel here with another edition of the Intero First 30. I'm here at Intero Real Estate Services. We're going to interview an individual who has done some amazing things since joining our company. I don't think she's expecting us, but let's go check it out. Come on.
Clap along if you feel like
See you.
You too, Danny.
So we're going to ask you a couple questions.
Okay.
That's okay?
Sure.
So tell her about your name.
Sarah Orozco.
So Sarah, how long have you been with Intero?
It'll be almost a year. So
Almost a
under
year.
Yes.
So just under a year. Okay, and you are one of those brave few that joined us when we didn't have an office in Oxnard. We didn't have anything going on in Oxnard.
Blind faith.
Blind faith,
Yes.
just the vision.
Just the vision.
Like I remember that day.
Me too.
Do you remember that day?
I won't forget it.
I won't forget it either. So share with everybody, I guess, first things first, what gave you the crazy idea to join a company that didn't even have an office just based off of blind faith?
Well, I know for me, I needed a change.
Okay.
A big change. I felt that I had the skills that I needed, but I didn't have the support.
Okay. So
And I started following you, and I knew that you were it.
Yeah?
That you could provide that.
I was gonna say support without having an office doesn't sound like too much support, right? But you I think that there was definitely something there where I'll never forget. There were like 3 or 4 of us that met that
Yes.
day, and all 3 or 4 of those people are doing much better now as a result.
Yes.
Talk to me about your business back then. What was it like on a yearly basis, sales wise?
Well, it was very up and down. I
Okay.
had my son in the middle of I've been in real estate for about 4 years selling. So that kind of threw things off. But I had, 2 years where I sold maybe 12, 14
Okay.
houses, then 1 year, maybe 2 or 3,
Eek, okay.
which was very stressful. So I honestly had 1 foot out the door.
You did?
Yeah,
You never told me that.
yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
You were thinking of leaving?
yeah.
Okay. Why were you thinking of leaving? And this is important because I think that there's a lot of people that they think this way because obviously they're not getting what they expected to get out of the industry. What was it for you?
I was sitting and waiting for business. I was never going out to get business, and I didn't know even that I was supposed to be going out to
Right.
get business.
Gotcha.
Even though that sounds crazy now,
I understand.
but that's where I was.
And so now obviously this has been a major shift for you.
Major.
And kudos to you because you're one of what I call our satellite agents. Now you have a full-fledged office, but if you've been following the Intero story, there's a lot of agents that are as far as 8 hours from here up in Northern California that satellite in. We've now got 7 or 8 agents in San Diego like this as well. So you for a year essentially have just
Yeah.
been satelliting in, just feeding off of the energy, off of the lessons that we've learned. How did that impact your life?
Well, it's 100% different. I mean,
Yeah.
there's nothing that I was doing a year ago that I'm doing now.
Nothing.
Nothing. And it's just, I know how to talk to people now. There's no questions about what I do, about driving places, about going to Mike Ferry. I mean, I have 4 kids at home.
Yes.
Like I was telling Lewis, I had to ask the, neighbor to watch my kids. Not really, but there's a lot going on, but I knew I had to be there.
Yeah.
So for me, it's night and day.
Awesome. And so how many homes will you expect to sell this year?
Well, I've taken, I think 10 or 11 listings this year.
Wait a minute. So that's already, is that your best listing year ever?
Oh yeah.
What was your previous best listing year ever?
Maybe 7 or 8.
Okay, good.
Maybe, but that was like, I was like a millionaire. Not
Right,
really,
right.
but that's how I felt.
That's how you felt. But-
Exactly.
So now you've already taken 11, which means you've got a shot at ending up. If you push, you can end up at 20.
Yeah,
It's still within striking distance.
absolutely.
How many will you close this year?
I'm on track for about 15.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And so predominantly listing-based business.
Yes. I've only closed listings so far this year.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Oh, so you're like a legitimate Intero agent.
Yes.
Like, I like this. This is awesome.
I'm learning from the best.
Weekends off?
Sundays.
Sundays off?
Yes.
Okay, good. What has becoming a listing-based agent done for your family life? As you have more time freedom?
Absolutely. Like my children are involved in sports in the evenings, on the weekends, so I'm able to manage that a lot better.
Awesome.
I love getting up, I'm a morning person, so I love getting up early, taking them to school. dropping them off, getting to work. So I'm able to control a lot more.
Yes.
Which benefits me and my family.
So Sarah, there's a mom out there, this drives me crazy because I'm obviously so passionate about what we do because we have proof that we help people grow their businesses. And as I say, there's a mom out there, I can think of like 13 names and faces pop in my head right now. But there's a mom out there that's listening, that's watching your video, that has maybe been watching our story, watching us grow on Facebook, maybe even listening to our podcast, but they're still not in the company. What would you tell them? What advice would you give them?
I would tell them to join. I know that from my perspective, my husband has completely seen a change in myself and my business. And I am at a place where this is just the beginning, and I can't imagine a life that I'm going to provide to my family.
That
I mean,
awesome.
It's scary. It's scary.
It's like
but
scary,
it's
exciting, right?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Awesome. I love it.
Exciting.
So Sarah, this brings out, you can see my little Kool-Aid smile because this is what I live for. I love to see agents who have faith, because trust me, it took faith.
Oh, yeah.
Because we didn't even have an office in Oxnard, and now here you are. You're having the best listing year. It'll potentially be your best closing year ever.
It will be.
And you're getting to do it on your way.
Yes.
With a completely controlled schedule, with time for her family. This is an amazing Intero First 30 story. I think the only thing left to ask is what's possible for you. Yes, you know who you are. That mom out there, right, who's doing so, but know that you've got way more in you. What's possible for you in the right environment, with the right coaching, the right training, the right mindset, the right skill set. What's possible for you in your first 30, 60, or 90 days here at Intero Real Estate Services. Go to interosocal.com/join, fill out the questionnaire. We'll be in contact with you right away. Would love to meet you and help you achieve your real estate goals. Bye-bye.
Clap along.